Beer review from Lone Pines Brewing Company out of Portland, Maine. This is OJ India Pale Ale. It's a banger at 8.1%. Bottoms up. Nice orange flavor and a great balance of sweet and tart. The hoppy aftertaste lingers a bit too long, but this is an exceptional orange IPA. I'll give this a 9. Later, my friends. Another IPA beer review. This one is Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. This one's coming in at 5.6 ABV. Cheers. Yet another winner from Sierra. Citrus, flowery hoppiness, and lightly sweet maltiness. This is a very balanced pale ale. I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10. Wings and day drinking. Dogfish Head, Grateful Dead Juicy Pale Ale on tap. Very flavorful, yet light, and brings waves of tropical pineapple, mango, and passion fruit notes. This is exactly what I expected from this beer, and it was fantastic with the wings. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Football, burgers, and beer. This is a Belgian-style wheated beer named Shock Top. Cheers. Definitely get the citrus notes as advertised, but I'm not a fan of this style of Belgian beer. This beer lacks punch, and there's a sour orange aftertaste that lingers. I'll give this a 4.5 out of 10.
An American light beer classic, Natural Light. And coming in at 4.2% ABV, this will get you a buzz in 7 to 10 beers. Well, it's easy to drink. It lacks a bold beer flavor, but that's to be expected. Great as a refresher on a hot day on the links or a ball game. But beyond that, it is what it is. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 10. From Victory Beer's Small Batch Series, this is Pretzel Beer Toasted Ale. 7.5% ABV. This should be a good stout beer. Cheers. This is nice. Bold, complex, and rich. I'm getting the salt and caramel, but for me, it's more chocolatey than pretzel. This would make an excellent dessert drink, and this will definitely go on my buy again list. I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10.
Well, it's Bud Light, Budweiser's younger sister on Ozempic. Cheers. Tastes like Busch Light, but weaker. At the same time, there's a hint of grape. I have no idea how it got there. I'll give this a 2 out of 10. Sunday, Ravens versus Jets at the Hideaway in Odenton, Maryland. And Haze for Days IPA Draft from Crooked Crab Brewing, also in Odenton. This beer is coming in at 6.2% ABV. Cheers. This is nice. Juicy and tropical fruit notes. This has a good balance of hops and wheat. A subtle sour citrus aftertaste lingers a bit, but this is a solid India Pale Ale. I'll give this a 7.5 out of 10. This is a fan-requested beer. Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. Bottoms up. Hoppy, yet not overly so, with citrus and flowery notes. The 9% ABV packs a punch a few seconds in. This is complex and robust, yet tastes like a traditional IPA, just stronger. I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you, Chaddenmerrick1446. A first for me. Voodoo Ranger Juice Force Hazy IPA from New Belgium. 9.5% ABV? Okay. Cheers. I had no expectations, but this is phenomenal. Not hoppy like a traditional IPA, very orange forward without any bitter citrus. This is dangerous. It does not taste strong at all, but so tasty. This may now be my favorite India Pale Ale. A score matching the ABV, 9.5 out of 10. From Tired Hands Brewing Company, this is a Watermelon Milkshake IPA? Here goes nothing. Somewhat hoppy, but I'm certainly not getting the milkshake. And the watermelon is very subtle, but sour like the rind. For me, it did not deliver on watermelon or milkshake, but a decent IPA anyhow. 7 out of 10. Ram's Head Roadhouse. And this, Copperhead Ale by Fordham Brewing. Look at that color. Cheers. Always good. A full-bodied ale, stout, a little bitter, but well balanced. Great by itself, and even better with food. I'll give this an 8 out of 10.
What's better than grilled steaks and beer? This is a New England IPA. 6.5% ABV. Stacks on stacks from Idiom Brewing. Down the hatch. Good flavor. Not too hoppy, but really just nothing special. Just an average IPA. I'll say 6 out of 10. From Devil's Backbone Brewing Company, this is 8-point IPA Draft. 6.2% ABV. Okay, this is nice. Strong, but not overpowering with hops. It has a slight citrus finish, but leaves no lingering aftertaste. Overall, a well-balanced IPA. I'll give this a 7.5 out of 10.
Jellyfish Apocalypse Blonde Ale by Burnish Beer Company. Here goes. Wow, this tastes like a strawberry jelly donut. One of the sweetest tasting beers I've had. Lots of fruit and sweet, but it's lacking in beer flavor. This would be dynamite as an IPA. I'll give this an 8 out of 10.
Out of Alexandria, Virginia, this is Port City IPA. Cheers! This is really nice. It has super juicy flavors of mango, peach, and tangerine. It has a crisp maltiness and moderate hops. This is another tasty, well-balanced beer. I'll give this an 8 out of 10.
Out of Baltimore, Maryland, from Heavy Seas Brewing, Loose Cannon IPA. Clocking in at 7.25% ABV. Cheers. Ooh, this is good. I taste why this is their flagship beer. Hoppy, citrusy, with notes of tropical fruit. This is a deep and bold IPA, yet very refreshing. I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10. Pizza and beer. This was Powerhound Pizza in Sandpoint, Idaho. From Odell Brewing Company, this beer is called Hazer Tag IPA, coming in at 6% ABV. Cheers. Okay, this is good. I'm getting the passion fruit as advertised. Quasi-hoppy, mildly complex, but overall a solid IPA. Let's score this at 7.5 out of 10. Oh boy. Miller Lite. 4.2% ABV. Trying to drink on the lighter side today, So I'm having this classic light beer. Bottoms up. Well, as advertised, it is definitely light. It's perfect for people who don't actually like beer because it's so light and inoffensive. Tastes like watered-down beer. Not much to it. Easy to drink, but not my thing. 2 out of 10.
From Denizens Brewing Company, this is Animal Hazy IPA, 6% ABV. Bottoms up. Okay, so the can claims tropical fruit, citrus, and juicy. I'm not getting that. All I'm getting is a little grape flavor. Overall, this is an above average IPA, but middle of the road as far as depth of flavor. But I'd buy it again. I'll give this a 6 out of 10.